In the last episode, I shared a painful loss. We started plastering using expired cement. The plaster failed and everything had to be stripped back to the bone. It was a 2000 bleeding wound. But today, the vibe is different. The guys are back on the site, the staff quarters and the cottage are being plastered correctly. And more importantly, we're finally shifting focus to the big one. Today, we officially start the journey of the main house. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm documenting the journey of building a home in Zimbabwe while living abroad. I share the progress, the mistakes, the costs, and everything in between. You know, I started documenting this build on this channel for myself really, and here we are now at 2000 subscribers. And to everybody that subscribed, commented, liked or shared the videos, thank you. The engagement and support genuinely keep this channel going. So here we are receiving a delivery of 10,000 clinker bricks from McDonald Bricks. Now, if you followed this channel from the start, you'll see the irony here. And if you don't know the backstory, check the link in the comments. Long story short, I previously had a major issue with poor quality bricks from the same supplier. So in that particular episode, I shared issues I had with a batch of poor quality bricks. This delivery you're seeing here is not a purchase. These bricks were provided free of charge as compensation. What makes this even more meaningful is how it happened. Stay with me for a minute and I'll explain it all. So one of the channel viewers, Tembelani, raised the issue directly with McDonald Bricks after watching the episode. This led to a gentleman called Leslie reaching out to me. He was extremely professional and offered to come out personally to assess the damaged bricks on the site. After the assessment, McDonald Bricks applied 10,000 clinker bricks free of charge. It was perfect timing because we're about to start building the foundations for the main house, and the clinker bricks are ideal for foundations. You know, clinker bricks are harder fired, they're denser and much stronger than standard common bricks or hard industrial. They are perfect for foundations because they absorb less water and are far more durable over time. They are high density, low porosity bricks that are fired at very high temperatures until they begin to partially melt or clink, and that's what makes them extremely hard and durable. You may recall that we used hard industrial bricks for the foundation of the staff quarters and the cottage, but this time we're going one better by using clinkers. And here's my young cousin demonstrating the clinking sound that these bricks make when you strike them together. I really want to highlight this, not just as a win for me, but as an example of how accountability and constructive engagement can lead to a good outcome. You know, credit where it's due. I really want to thank McDonald's for being professional and correcting this issue. For the benefit of those who have not been following the channel from the start, so let me give you an overview of the site layout. You see the staff quarters and the cottage over there at the back. That was intentional. By tucking them away, we left this massive open area for the main house. And this allows us to build in phases really without the construction of the main house interfering with the finished structures. It's about privacy, you know, future landscaping and keeping the site manageable. And here's an actual bird's eye view of the site. On a side note, you'll notice that there are two amarula trees, one on the left and one on the front of the property. We inherited those. It would have been easy for me to just cut them down, especially since they're close to electrical cables and near where the main house will be. But I love trees, especially indigenous ones. So instead, I brought in a tree surgeon to carefully trim them back so they fit into the layout and remain part of the property. Standing here and looking at this space, it's both exciting and a little bit intimidating. This is where the real build begins. Now let's talk about the main house plan. This is a single-story family home with a generous footprint, over 400 square meters to be precise. The layout is designed to balance open plan living with a clear separation of private spaces. We have multiple bedrooms here, including guest accommodation, a dedicated study, spacious kitchen with a scullery and pantry, large living and dining areas, and verandas to wrap around key parts of the house. The garage connects directly into the house, which is important to me for both convenience and security. Circulation is handled through passages rather than open transitions. That helps with privacy, noise control, and day-to-day livability. The roof design is intentionally broken up to avoid one large dominant mass. This works both visually and structurally. The verandas soften the elevation and create shaded outdoor living areas, which is essential in our climate. Window proportions are deliberate here, large enough to bring in natural light but controlled to avoid overheating. This will be more important when we start talking about finishes. This home's designed to be lived in long term and not just admired on paper. It's a traditional brick under tile, and you know how I feel about these elaborate double-story concrete and glass designs. Each to their own, of course, but I do sometimes laugh when I hear people say they're building a retirement home in Zimbabwe and it's double-story. If you don't get the irony, forget it. I'm big on maintenance. You have to think about whether you'll realistically be able to keep up with the house when your earning power is diminished. For me, practicality always wins. Now let's talk numbers. Based on prices, material costs, labor, allowances for contingencies, the estimated cost to construct this main house is significant. At today's rate, I'm budgeting in the region of 80 to 100,000 US dollars, excluding high-end finishes and landscaping. That number's daunting, and I'm not pretending otherwise. And this is not something that's going to happen overnight. It will be done in stages, just like everything else we've done on this project. Building in the diaspora means planning carefully, avoid rash decisions, and accepting that progress might be slow sometimes. And that is where we are for now. In the next episode, we'll go back to plastering and show the progress on the staff quarters and the cottage after fixing the cement disaster. If you're enjoying this series, please consider subscribing, sharing, liking, or leaving a comment. I read every single one of them, and the feedback genuinely shapes how I document this journey. And that's all I have for you guys this time, so catch you in the next one. Peace.